Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Wildgrowth. It is a Buster-style incremental game about healing a party of heroes against waves of enemies. It's neat. I played the demo for this a little while ago, a year ago. I don't know, my sense of time is all sorts of scuffed, but it is coming out on Steam today, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Today or yesterday, depends on when the video goes out. There's something wicked gnawing at the roots of the world tree. Alright. Air's Touch. Light touch from air restores health to a single ally. Campaign! Let's do it. Interesting. So, yeah, like all Buster style games, pretty short from what I know. Yeah, so I manually cast healing spells. There we go. This is kind of familiar. I've actually been playing... Alright, I have to actually pick these up. All I have to do is click to heal, though. I've been playing Fellowship as the party healer lately. And it's a lot of freaking fun. I enjoy being the team healer. Okay. Now we are almost completely out of mana, which is not great. Yep. There we go. I'm assuming that's waves left? Yeah, we're toast. But hey, we got a bunch of leaves and other resources, so maybe it's fine. Maybe I can save him. Nope, he's toast. Ouch. They did a really good job with the UI on this. It looks a lot nicer. I don't know what's changed exactly. I think just the leaves and the corners feel a lot more aesthetic. Yeah, eventually we get, like, proper teams and synergies and whatnot. But, right now, we're just dying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get one more heal off. That was perfect. Dust yourself off and try again. But we got 194 leaves, which gets me incoming damage is converted to mana, so that's good. Cooldown, cap, amount healed with each. I'll snag both of those and see what I can get. So increase damage dealt by warriors, increase health of my warriors. Got 94. Let's go for the conversion rate more than anything else. Alright, and try again. Our big issue, I mean, more healing is useful, but our big issue is just lack of mana. And so yeah, being able to regain mana slowly based on how much I'm getting hit is going to give me some nice leeway. I don't want to be too wasteful here. But I do want to keep these guys somewhat above 50% health. There we go. I don't have to worry about too much waste. And we're good. The nice, like, low-key guitar background music is actually pretty pleasant, too. Let's see. Ow. They're really hammering him. I'll get a third one. Start casting that. At least we only have to worry about the mana cost as the heal finishes, rather than as we start it. So we don't have to worry too much about, like, one of these guys getting destroyed and me losing the heal. Yeah, I'm trying to manage my mana just a smidge better. But these guys are getting tough. That's the mid-boss. Well, if I can keep this one healed through it. Yeah, at this point we're just all in on healing. It seems like the boss is pretty committed to taking this guy out. But that just means he's got... I only have to focus my efforts there. Alright, so we've unlocked level 2, and we get a bunch of leaves. So, increase health and damage. think we're gonna go for damage. The Compassionate Giant joins your warband. So, more damage is tempting. The mana conversion rate is nice, but let's go for the more damage for now. Okay. And we can go back down levels if we want to, but I think this is fine, at least for the moment. We're just gonna go for raw damage. The more damage we do, hopefully the less I have to heal. I guess I should have started healing immediately now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Even with the damage bonus, this is still going to take a little while. I think eventually you get it so your guys can actively attack and do some things. Ouch. I don't think I got that resource, unfortunately. Bigger heal amount? Yeah, I need 5 of those. I think it's still probably worth staying on this difficulty level. I was being a little blasé there. And I shouldn't be. But yeah, the resources I get for winning these ain't too bad. But yeah, we need some more max health. This guy is going to demolish. But on the flip side, we can pop them all. Okay. There we go. We at least got past big guy. Gets me a skull. Heal that up a smidge. Go from here. I actually love to play one of these with like the full standard like MMO RPG gear and equipment system that you're like loading onto characters. I don't think I can think of a single like incremental game that's really leaned that hard in that direction. Oh, no, there's that one. There was the idle dungeon crawler that I was playing a little while ago. Okay, we're just gonna keep this guy healthy. If we can. Nope, we're toast. Grab it all before we're gone. This one's tough. I think I'm gonna go for those, max this out. This is tricky. And it really is, it feels a lot harder at the very least. I do want to give these guys max health, but that only matters so much. I'd rather give them a bunch of damage. And myself sustain. I would love to get like a slight AoE heal or heal over time. There we go. Yeah, I think just giving this extra heal value is good enough. Okay, we didn't lose anybody on the big guy. Man is looking great for now. Okay, plenty of leaves. Get this back up to full. There we go. Yeah, we pretty much don't need to worry about mana, at least at the moment. My costs have not gone up in such a way that we have much to concern ourselves with. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, actually. Yep, lost him. Well, at least we take him out, and all there is one. Which means I can focus all of my efforts into just healing this guy. And didn't kill him yet. Oh boy. Yeah, I didn't get it. 3 of them. Ouch. Then again, it's fine. We only need a little bit more for a skill jar, or whatever. Let's see. probably going to give him raw damage. The sooner we can kill some of the little guys in one shot, the better. Okay. There we go. I'm feeling kind of good about all of this. It is interesting how much a game changes from one iteration to the next. Because, yeah, last time I played this... Oop. Yeah, we're going to lose him. Yeah, last time I played this, it felt like I was able to progress faster, but the mechanics weren't as interesting. Now it feels like I'm actually playing a healer in an MMO, kind of. Maybe it did previously. It just feels... Well, I guess maybe an amount of it is just... I've been healing in an MMO recently. Sort of. Is Fellowship an MMO? I consider it as such. It just doesn't have any of the MMO cruft. Slows things down. Okay. Okay. Keep that going. Got it, somehow. Surprisingly, nope. Failed. Yeah, if I can just get past these guys. The big dudes are going to come in and ruin me. But I wasn't expecting to get past them. We just don't have enough HP healing, but we do have Scourger. Absorbs damage dealt to nearby team members. Has extra health. Reduce the cast time of Air's touch. Increase your max mana. Warband, so we can actually put Scourger here. Let's see. Absorbs damage dealt to nearby team members is kind of tempting. Well, that just costs 1. How many upgrades? Okay, so that I can get that up to a 30%. I'm just going to go with those. Okay, so enemies have a chance to drop mana crystals. Unlock the ability to call upon the healing forces of the undergrowth. Call forth healing foliage under the feet of your allies. That's going to be helpful. And cast an instant heal, but it has a higher mana cost. Easy enough. The one problem with all of these incremental games going full lo-fi is lo-fi puts me to sleep. It's not a huge issue, but it does make me kind of zonky. Or I just want to go take a nap. Unfortunately, this is an active incremental game, and so I can't just, like, tune out like other games. I'll have to see if there's a way that I can get him to have some damage reduction. If there is, I do not know it. Okay. Get him back up to full. Maybe a little overkill, but we haven't been feeling too bad mana-wise. And yeah, the mana gain from damage is pretty good. This is gonna hurt. No, hit him. And he's a little bit bigger. I wonder if he specifically has like an aggro radius. Okay. They're looking kind of bad. Okay, it's big aggro phase. Lost 1. I don't know who does more damage. Ouch. Well, at least we took him out. We got the skull, at the very least. We're getting there. I think we just need a bit more damage. So mana crystals, chance to drop more mana, that's okay. I think we're going to go for the raw damage. Mana crystal drop chance. It's okay. And then I think I'll save up. More mana capacity is nice, but it's not going to make a huge difference here. Boy. Yeah, what we really want to do is how I probably should have saved up those skulls. I think we need that other healing ability, the one that triggers off the right click. That's either an AoE or it's a heal over time. And we want either of them. Okay. Yeah, definitely want to keep boosting the damage on these guys. Unfortunately, I don't think I can boost the damage on Scourger. But I do kind of wonder if Scourger is actually supposed to hang out in the center and just eat hits for everybody else. Kind of. Eventually we get a spellcaster, and that does kind of countermand what I'm thinking here. Because I think the spellcaster needs to stay in the center, because otherwise he gets whammoed. I think actually one of the more practical things would just be healing speed. Like, raw damage, healing speed, and that wild growth ability. Because mana we don't need to think deeply about. We're kind of doing surprisingly alright. Okay, there's two. But he got toasted. Perfect! Yeah. Yeah, I think we can skip the mana crystals at least for a little while. So... yeah, the warrior health would be nice, but let's go for warrior damage. Healing speed. Anything else? No. Campaign next level. Gets progressively more expensive, but also progressively harder, but progressively more worthwhile value-wise. I think. We'll have to see how much these guys actually give me. I wonder if it's actually flat amounts per enemy, but it's like enemy quantity and speed. And yeah, we should definitely look into getting some max HP. I think these guys must hit for 25. Oh, he's toast. And yeah, giving Scourger a whole bunch of absorb might not be a bad idea. Unfortunately, I don't know how much damage he does. Maybe I can check it in the warband screen. Yeah, would that I could give him, like, thorns or something. Okay. Mid-boss. Soldier can take the punishment for a bit. I wonder if I can actually revive a guy at some point. Probably not. Ah, that's the mana gem. Is why we need the speed or the AoE heal. I've just got too much random fire coming in. Oh, well, he's toast. Oh, that's a big red one. Well, alright. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for those two. Ooh. This is one of those incremental games that really makes you work for progress. 2 upgrades per run is rough. At least the runs are nice and quick. And yeah, it'll probably be easier with that Wildgrowth ability. I hope. I really like the aesthetic they've got going on here, the kind of dithered textures and clouds. There's something about that that just makes for a very charming visual style. And yeah, we should give these guys some HP. I have to overheal them to make sure that that doesn't happen. And even then, if too many enemies spawn on the wrong side, they're just toast anyway. I mean, I guess one of the other flip sides is just making it so he absorbs more damage from surrounding allies. Because that makes the damage a lot less. I'm having to spend way less time managing mana, though, which is actually quite nice. Like, I remember... Ooh. Hit the wrong guy. Nope, they're toast. Ouch. I remember having way more issues with mana the last time I played this. Now it feels like it can kind of just cast endlessly. It does feel like it might result in a nerf. Yeah. Didn't manage to get it, didn't expect to. Do I have this yet? No, we're one off. Okay, we'll give him some health. I don't really need the max mana. But yeah, hopefully this will make it so that they can take a little bit more punishment from the big guys. And not get just completely wiped out too early. Just from being focused fired a little bit. Not really... I don't want to say I don't have high hopes. Okay. But yeah, at least now I can... Now they can take a hit from one of these, and potentially a hit from, like, other things. Damn it, still lost it. It's okay. I might have been taking that too chill, but it does feel like that wave is almost kind of an instant you're going to lose a unit with my current setup. It's probably done somewhat intentionally. You know, designed to be a big stinker. Just really focus fire a vulnerable flank. I wonder if it's always from the one side, because what I could do is be silly and actually put the tank on that side. Okay. Yeah, can't take this too casually. Because I'm going to lose him real quick if I don't. Inevitably, this is boss time. Boss time is usually bad news for me. Yeah, I just don't heal enough. I think those waves actually are hurting me. Okay, now we have Undergrowth, which gives me some stuff. Press escape to interrupt your current cast so you can get on with the next. Increase the healing done by Undergrowth ticks. Reduce the mana cost of Overgrowth. Yeah, those are going to be helpful. Mount healed with Air's Touch. Might actually be the most valuable. Okay, so it's a small heal over time effect that heals the group. I think it's a little expensive mana-wise. Yeah. It was 35? Something like that. It's pricey. Good for dealing with small bonus damage, bad for emergency time. Damn it. Still lost it. Seems like it's very much the heal that I was looking for, though. You know, easy way of kind of handling the sudden onset damage. Of a lot of my units getting hit simultaneously. Okay. I'm hoping to see if I can boost the duration on it. Because, yeah, if I can get it to last a while, that's actually going to be a huge boon. Or have a shorter cooldown. Both are good. Okay, here comes the bosses. We're in a better spot. We're still toast. Okay, at least we took out one of them. Okay, let's see what I can do with this thing. So reduce the mana cost, increase the healing done. Both are good. I think I'm just going to go for the warrior health. And you know what? Let's go for... Do we go for compassion? I think I'm going to snag that real quick. But then I think I'm going to go for compassion just so Tank Boy can take more hits-ish. This is hard. But I kind of like that. I think the one problem is player skill only makes so much of a difference here. That I usually play idle games more for like the strategy or for the picking choices and like seeing cool builds expressed. This one is purely just an expression of can you weather the storm? Which I think we did quite well there, actually. Yeah, that healing is quite good. It's 5 per tick. I just wish I could get it to last longer. Because that would make some of the big waves far less of a problem. There we go. So I'll heal that off. And no, we're not. That's a good time for an overgrowth. And yeah, between the AoE heal and Big Jim taking most of the hits, or at least like a bigger portion of the hits, we don't have to worry about damage as much. Still not betting myself clearing the final wave though. That one's a doozy. Well, we'll find out. We might get this through sheer grit. Yeah, those waves hurt. But having these guys with all the extra HP does go really far. I think I'm still going to go for the reduced cast time and maybe give him some health. And the damage absorb. Yeah, those are good. Expensive. And then we should probably save up for Eldir sooner than later. Yeah, I really like heal over time effects, being able to kind of just set those things and not forget about them, but focus on other things. So, at least when I would do most of my healing in... I guess I've healed in, what, 3 MMOs now? 4? So, I didn't do much healing in World of Warcraft. It wasn't really my thing at the time, just because it was... You couldn't... For most of my World of Warcraft experience, you could not have multiple specializations. And also, healing required a gear set that I usually didn't have access to, because I usually had, like, a melee DPS set. Maybe it's even easier now, but, like, at the time, it was just, like, actual effort to build up a healer. You had to rely on getting into good dungeon groups, or just carrying around a lot of extra stuff and doing some extra grinding. It did mean that you didn't have to queue for very long to get into dungeons, which was good. Let's see. But it was overall still kind of a chore getting into dungeons, in my opinion. Building up a healer or whatever, so the only time I ever did it was when I had like an actual dedicated raiding guild to play with. Final Fantasy XIV made it a lot easier. Well, we're in trouble, probably. Cripes. I mean, the resources are good. I would like to do that, but that's expensive. Has this not been maxed out? It hasn't. Neither is this. I think I'm going to go for maxing out that heal. Reducing the overgrowth mana costs is kind of fine, but not, like, terribly useful. So I'm going to max that out real quick. Work on the mana? I don't know. Some of these upgrades feel a lot less impactful. Like, I have yet to feel like I'm running out of mana. Whereas previously, I definitely was low. I think... I guess we could save up for the fire guy. Either this, save up for the fire guy, increase the heal over time effect. I was just hoping that some of these upgrades would be just a smidge cheaper than they are. But I get it. I totally understand why things aren't cheap. Let's see. But yeah, Final Fantasy XIV have a guild on Discord that regularly gets together to do raids and stuff, but I haven't played in a while. Whatever the current Final Fantasy XIV expansion has not interested me. I'll play it, because I'll want to get to whatever the next expansion is, but I don't think I'm going to be, like, rushing out the door for the current cycle, and I'll have to see what how the other one is received before I put time into it. Because, like, the gameplay is fun, the story is great, but the, like, long tail for Final Fantasy XIV is very much like, hey, go do a bunch of raids and dungeons unless you want to grind really hard for, like, fancy armor in the, like, one spot where you can do so. Because there's, like, a bonus area where you can get, like, really shiny elemental armor. And I won't lie, it's tempting to put the time and effort into some of these things. Getting nice shiny armor is cool, and the music is great. But it's also one of those where, like, I have so many projects I'm working on. That it's difficult for me to, like, pick just one. Yeah, I think we might want to actually reduce the heal timer on that. Yeah, these guys are just able to shred me because it's too much AoE damage in a way that I can't deal with. Because, yeah, I could give Skilger more health. I could give these guys a little bit more health, but I think I need Undergrowth Tick. It's just expensive. or Eldir for damage at a range, both of which is probably helpful. Or let's pick up Air's touch cast time, just get that down to a second. Yeah, I think that's the play. And I might as well reduce this. Oh, here we go. Reduce the cooldown, and it heals more often. Oh, these are the big upgrades. I do like the fact that we have two currencies, both leaves and the boss tokens. Or mid-boss, or whatever you want to call them. The skulls are actually... It's a neat mix. Too many incremental games are based on like one singular resource type only. And it feels, I don't want to say like a little boring, but it means that you're usually either hunting for whatever the cheapest upgrade is or something like that. And having it kind of be a mix and match between two means that I can zero guild by certain upgrade types. Without having to be like, oh, but I really want to save up for the like new fire mage. Because that's just not even part of the conversation here. And I actually think that's a good system. Okay, definitely want to reduce Wildgrowth's cooldown, probably. Because that's kind of the hardest counter that I have to dealing with the damage waves from the boss. Because those hurt, but it's not like that much damage. It's just the fact that I can't comfortably manage it with everything else going on. Lost him. It's okay. Even getting past the first red boss is kind of where I need to be. I do wonder if I'd be better off going for the previous level. Because it doesn't have as many red guys and has a couple more of the, like, big tanky guys. Maybe. Well, I was trying to cast Wildgrowth. It did not work. Okay, what is this? Increase the duration by a second. Yeah, that's the stuff. Reduce the cast time, increase the duration. You can get the duration up to a 10 second duration and a 2.5 second cooldown. So you might actually be able to keep that going perpetually with the right setup. Or with enough points invested, which would be really good. Yeah. And I do feel like the upgrades are priced in such a way that there is kind of a feeling of build crafting, even if ultimately you will still unlock everything. There is more of a feeling of like, I just don't have enough to go around at the moment, so this is my build, like it or not. I wonder if the cooldown... No! Okay, so the cooldown starts as soon as I'm done casting it. So... yeah, I think I would actually be able to have 100% Wildgrowth uptime if I wanted it. Well, I won't lie, that's tempting. Does make me wonder if there's other upgrade paths I should be looking into. But I like Wildgrowth. I kind of feel like there should be some more upgrades further that applies like a heal over time effect to my regular heal as well. But that might just be one of those that I have to go looking for it. Okay, nope. Yeah, unfortunately it's like a 2-second cooldown. Or a cooldown charge up time on casting Wildgrowth. That's a little stinky. But it's manageable enough. And yeah, we can get that down to a second, which will make life a lot easier. Damn it. Okay. Keep them up. We lost one, but we killed two. Oh, that was it. Okay. So, boost the duration. Tempting. Reduce that cast time. Yeah, I think that's going to be big. Heals more often. Shorter cooldown. Shorter cooldown is expensive. I think I'm going to go for it, though. Okay. Do we go next tier? Next tier has a snake? So this might be a legit boss. We might want to go back to the previous one. Previous one's pretty good income for skulls. As long as I can weather the storm. And as I get stronger, it'll be a lot easier. But then again, if we just get routine quantities of these guys. That more or less is. Okay. Cast Undergrowth, get everybody tanked out. Yeah. Yeah, I think getting to the point where Undergrowth is just a 100% uptime without too much cost is going to be where I really can start weathering hits. It already feels considerably better. Okay, another one of those. Yeah, so that boss actually doesn't do that much damage on a per hit basis. It really is those waves that are killer. Okay, there's two. Yeah, no, I think we can do this. I have no idea what the final boss is going to be, but it was either the second or third red guy. We don't have to deal with two of them simultaneously. Okay, go for the AoE. Alright. Wait for a bit, because he's going to hit me with a wave. The wave isn't too much of a huge issue. Like, it's annoying. There we go. We might also want to just give him more max HP. Sooner than later. Okay. Because he really is tanking those hits for me. Got him. Oh, now we fight all the bits. Okay, so that was not as good as the other one. Still decent. Well, do I want to just boost his health a bunch? Tempting. Oh, that did not have a whole lot of potential upgrades on that. It's fine. I think we go for this. And then we have just enough to upgrade that one. Still probably should upgrade warrior health. Yeah, so I think we can beat the snake. I think I just wasn't prepared for him to just split into all of his pieces. But now that he has, I'm feeling fairly good about it. If we're really lucky, we'll get to the point where we barely even need to heal at all. It's just hit the Wildgrowth, let that roll. And yeah, we're almost at 100% uptime on it too. he still needs some tanking. Okay, the wild growth heal time is quick. Yeah, we're doing good. They're bullying my tank. I think part of it is he doesn't do nearly as much damage, is my assumption. As the warriors do. But I don't actually know that. There we go. It used to be one of those where just a single red was enough to kind of blast me into oblivion. Now it's pretty comfortable. I want to increase the heal per tick on that at some point. There we go. Because yeah, 6 health is pretty good. Good at taking the chip edge off chip damage, or even getting my guys back up to full if they're being ignored. I wonder if you can actually double stack wild growth. Probably not, but you never know. Okay, feeling mostly good. Oh, right. And we gain mana based on taking damage. That's why we're not running into mana issues here. Alright, so far so good. Ow. Did we get it? Yeah, we got the heal. I'm trying not to be too spendy just in case we do run into issues. There's undergrowth. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about what comes next. Because that red guy is really aggressive. More so than most. Nope, we're good. We got this. This is one of the big chunkers. And nothing more. Alright, success. So now what? Increases the duration, increases the heal amount. Health. Go for an instant cast. Instant heal, high mana cost though. Heals more often is tempting. Reduce the cooldown is tempting. Gonna increase that heal amount. I think I'm gonna go for duration. Because if I can keep that going for a while, I mean, pretty much cast it as soon as it's off cooldown, then that's great. Alright, well, I know I usually go a little bit longer, but beating a boss like that feels like a really good stopping point, at least for me. I like this game. It's charming. It's an interesting take on the Node Buster style of incremental game that isn't just Node Buster again, but with slight differences. It very much still has that upgrade tree. However, there's a lot of different builds you can invest into. It's just a matter of, like, you're not going to get enough currency to get all of those upgrades before, like, progressing past the... Well, I don't know. I mean, you kind of are, but it feels like one of those where I'm being nickel and dime so hard I have to make build decisions. And that's something that I always crave in incremental games, because choosing a build is what makes these games feel so good, in my opinion. Like, it could be nice just seeing number get bigger, but actually having even some fine-tuned control over what that build is goes so much farther. And so here, having put most of my abilities and points into boosting wild growth, it makes for a build that I at least feel is mine. Anyway, Might as well mention that Wildgrowth is also out on Steam now. I saw a lower version number, but I think this is the 1.0, yeah. I wasn't sure if, yeah, I'm losing because I all tabbed. It's fine, I wasn't expecting to win. I think I'm actually going to go back to the previous level, considering I think these guys are extremely lucrative, but way more dangerous. Yeah, that's a lot of green, but not a lot of the boss skulls, which we want. I'm gonna just put a point into that one. That's not really what I was looking for. It's fine. We'll grab that as well. All right, and I'm gonna call it here. Is there a way I can check how much damage this guy does? 23 to 23. No, actually, so he does do plenty of damage. Good to know. Oh, they all have names. Sigurd, Hervor, Rolf, and Skjoldur. Or something like that. Yeah, I'd like to grab Eldir as well, but he's expensive. Anyway, I love the fact that the vines waggle as we go along. Anyway, yeah, Wildgrowth is out now on Steam, so if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is a genuinely good time, and if you like MMO healing, this is going to feel very comfortable and very familiar, but in a way that's fun and validating in a lot of ways. Anyway, I guess with all that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, it helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.